Welcome back, everyone. It's time to dish on a new recipe that will start the day in a hearty way. Let's send it over to Jennifer and Jacob with the Utah Beef Council for the sponsored recipe of Wild West beef hash.
Wild West. All right, we've already got a good name.
It is wild over here, let me tell you.
It's crazy. It's a great hearty meal. I love just a good hash dish.
Absolutely, and you know, beef is for breakfast too. So, you know, it's great to get a little extra protein in the morning, and this is a great dish that can help you do that.
It is, and it's so simple. And Jacob, I love from Utah Beef Council your recipe on this one because it calls for potatoes O'Brien.
Yes.
And if you don't know what that is,
potatoes O'Brien, yeah. So the history, oddly enough, is there was a New York restaurateur that decided to add in just to some fried potatoes, some diced bell peppers and pimentos.
It goes perfect together.
And so here we have our potatoes O'Brien.
So it's already made for you. Now, if you want to kind of put it in your onions and your peppers or whatever you want, I'm sure you could just make it from scratch. But I took the help from the frozen food section, and they actually are called potatoes O'Brien in the frozen food section. So you can make your breakfast, your brunch, your lunch, your dinner, whenever you want to serve this dish, quick and easy.
Yep. And we started with some extra lean ground beef. Just season with some salt and pepper. And something we like to do at our house is when we get all the ground beef from the store is just to cook it ahead of time, batch, it's fully cooked. So when you're doing a recipe like this, it's even faster because you're just reheating it back up.
And easy to freeze too.
You know, batch cooking it, people do that all the time, you know, so that's something to save a little bit extra time.
And we're always looking for that because, you know, you look at something like this and you're like, okay, I'll make that this weekend. This is a good one that you could just make quick and easy on a weekday morning and fuel up for the day, fuel up the kids. We added in some frozen corn there. That is so good.
And then I added in some mild salsa. You can go medium, you can go hot, whatever you want.
You can go crazy.
It's the Wild West.
Cuckoo.
You can do whatever you want in the Wild West.
I would be adding in some jalapenos in there.
Oh, see, now that's too wild. We're out of control here.
We're out of control. And then, Jacob, can I go ahead and do the honors?
Absolutely.
There's some cheese.
Put some cheese on there.
You can put this over the top or just kind of melt it right in.
For sure.
You know,
we're going to mix a little bit in there.
And over here, you know, you can do something like some diced tomatoes. You could do some extra of the salsa, which that's right up my alley. You could do some hot sauce. We've got some green onions there, some cilantro, and some sour cream, also an avocado. Gorgeous, beautiful. I'm a big toppings person for any kind of dish.
You like to set up the whole topping spread and say, okay, you choose what you want on this hash, right?
You do you, I'll do me, and everybody's happy. Okay, Jacob, should we do a little plate here? Look at how hearty that is. You've got the potatoes, the peppers, everything in there, the corn, and of course that ground beef, lots of nutrients. Oh, look at that.
Get that protein in the morning.
I mean, I'm going to go run a marathon after eating this plate.
I would wait a few hours before you go running, maybe.
Just a little while.
Maybe just a minute.
Okay, so I'm going to do a little sour cream.
Yes, please.
A little dollop on top. I love just, you know, we eat with our eyes first, so if you just kind of dress it up a little bit, you have a nice presentation.
Yes.
Okay, so some green onions, shall I?
Oh, please. They're there. Okay. We've got to put it all on there,
We've got to do it. Okay, and then a little cilantro, and that's, you know, it's a love. Some people enjoy it, some people don't. And then you could even do a little lime if you wanted, something like that. Have fun with it.
Absolutely.
Jacob, where is your website?
Just head over to utahbeef.org for this recipe and many others just like it.
Try this one and let us know how it turns out for you.